Alright guys, at the end of that video you could hear my cell phone going off. Just grand. That's awesome. But whatever. I'm not redoing this. I've done it like 3 times. Whatevs. Alright, so let's keep going. Even though that other video was very short, let's try and make this one a little bit longer. Alright, so without further ado, we got the big collection. We've got American Gladiators. This is a great game. If you've literally passed it up in the stores or whatever, literally go back and pick it up. You're missing a great gem right there. Then we got Arch Rivals. This was a great arcade classic. It's a great port. I don't have too many problems with it, you know, playing on the NES, but, you know, it's got a little bit of flaws. Good port, though. Balloon Fight. This is another great game, you know, one of the original classics. You know, don't pass that up if you can. One of the originals, Baseball. Not a fan of this one. I mean, you know, it was hit or miss with the originals, but, you know, RBI Baseball is the only way to go, I think, on the Nintendo. But, then we got Batman. I don't really need to say much about Batman just because so many people have talked about it, and it is a great game. No matter what you say or do, it's always going to be there, and it's great. We got Battletoads. Another... I'm not going to say great game. I'm going to say frustrating game. And I've got a ton of those, let me tell you. We got Bigfoot. Underrated, goofy racing game. Get to the end before the other guy does overhead shot camera. It's a strange kind of view. You're looking on top of the cars, and it is, you know, you race to the top of the screen. It's pretty fun. I mean, it's enough to yell at your buddy about and just be like, what the hell did you do that for, or whatever, because you can get power-ups and like get saws and, you know, go after the other guy and slow him down. I am very sad I gotta show you this. I do have this game. This game is pathetic. I really wish somebody would, you know, throw some hate on this game because this game is so bad. I really wish Angry Video Game Nerd would do this, but I've sent him umpteen messages and he won't do it, or at least contact me back. Understandable, he has millions of people trying to contact him. Bill and Ted's Excellent Video Game Adventure by LJN. This game is terrible. I got it in a lot off of eBay. There's another eBay. Game is terrible. Like, what the hell? That's about all I gotta say. What the hell? That is a perfect explanation of that piece of shit. Bionic Commando. This is a sweet game. Obviously, they just redid it for, I think, Xbox Live Arcade. Great game, though. Burger Time. Good arcade classic. Simon's Quest 2. So, as you can tell, I had all 3, like I said. It sits over here just because, you know, it's not one of my main games that I play. Caveman games. You know, I really wanted to like this game, but on the other hand, I didn't. Unfortunately. Championship Bowling. This game, it's fun, but make sure you turn off the audio. There is only one song in there, and it's got like 5-second loop that will drive you nuts. It is about as annoying as Back to the Future, and yes, I do say Back to the Future because it's that annoying. Classic Concentration. This is a good game show game. You'll see I'll have a few more game show games because those are actually fun on the retro systems. This is just a strange one if you guys remember the TV show, because literally I don't. But yeah, it's a good game. Commando, I showed you the box. Codename Viper, very addictive game, very hard. It would kick the living crap out of you, but great game. Capcom does it right there. Does it correctly. Darkwing Duck, Another Capcom game. This one, for some reason, I just haven't got into it. I never did. Not saying it's bad, not saying it's good. I've just never really played it, so I don't want to put a review out there really quick. Dick Tracy. This is the best game ever. No, I'm just kidding. Everybody knows how shitty this game is. We got Dragon Warrior. Not an RPG I got into. I don't know if it just didn't hit it right with me, or I just didn't really grow up with this one. I don't know. I'm very, very picky with, my turn-based RPGs. Donkey Kong Classics. I don't have the first and second one. Obviously, it's on here. I should say the first in Donkey Kong Jr. No point of owning it unless you're like some true hardcore, collector, and you gotta have them all. Donkey Kong 3. Don't really enjoy it. I mean, it's fun, but yet I can only play it for about 5 minutes. It's the new way that they tried to take on that game wasn't correct, and I didn't like it. Double Dragon 1. Come on, who doesn't love Double Dragon? Just popping that thing in and beating some people up. Great beat 'em up. Number 2, Double Dragon. That one, it's a sequel on the NES. They all have their kind of flaws. But, I mean, a lot of people say number 3 is bad. I don't know. I like the Bimmy and Jimmy in this one. Haha, just kidding. But, anyways, I don't know. I don't like to judge these games really hard just because, they are really good classics. But yet, they have really bad flaws to them compared to the first one, even though the first one in the arcade was way better. Still, we got DuckTales with the manual. DuckTales is DuckTales. A lot of people love it. I'm just one of those people that isn't a fanboy towards that game. Yeah, it's good, but I don't know. Just wasn't my thing. Excite Bike. This is a great game. Everybody knows this. I remember playing that in the arcade. That was a sweet game. It doesn't really hold up its value to me, nowadays. It's, there's not much to do in that game. I mean, not expecting that I, was going to go back and the game was going to change, but whatever. It's a classic. Family Feud. This game is not too good. The Super Nintendo one is going to be the one where it's at if you're looking for a good game show game. Super Nintendo one, I've put many hours in, believe it or not, playing with people. Everybody that comes over, I bust that game out. Flintstones, The Rescue of Dino and Hoppy. This one's good, and the Treasure at Sierra Mad Rock, or whatever that one is, I had that one a long time ago, and I sold it. I had no idea what it was worth until, I don't know, a couple years ago. And yeah, I sold it for like $7. I mean, I don't like to bring up the past on that one, but whatever. We all make mistakes when we're young. Galaga, it's Galaga. This is a good port to the NES. Now this game, a lot of people don't talk about this game. It's G.I. Joe: The Atlantis Factor. This is an awesome game. If you guys see this ever in a store, definitely pick it up. Pay the price for it. I don't think that is really expensive. It might be about $20, but definitely pick it up. That is a great game. One of Capcom's best on the NES. Goonies 2, not really a fan of this one. Never really got into it. It was not my type of game, I guess is the best way to put it. Ice Climber, now that is a game for you. That is a lot of fun. Another one of the original, arcade-ish originals for Super Nintendo. We'll go with one more before we cut the part 3. Ice Hockey. This is an amazing sports game. I should say amazing hockey game. Anybody who owns a Nintendo needs to own this game. This game is awesome. Yeah, you might be turned off because it says hockey, but definitely pick that one up. I'm telling you. A lot of fun. Alright, guys. We're going to cut the part 3, I guess. Heck, there's going to be a lot more than 3. But, alright. Let's do that.